You know, in all the years I've done this, I've only ever owned one Frederique Constant. That number's about to become 2 because today we launch the Frederique Constant Time+Tide Highlife Manufacture Moonphase Date Onyx Moon. So usually at this point in the video, I would reveal the watch on my wrist. It doesn't work this time because I don't have it. The watch is actually still with Marcus, but the watch on my wrist right now is what has led to this new release, and there's just so many parts of the story in this watch. This is the Ace Jewelers Highlife Worldtimer, which has the Amsterdam X's on the dial. I own this watch for a couple of reasons. Number one, it reminds me of Marcus. It is his home city and it keeps me connected to one of my best friends. Number two, I just love this color scheme of black, red, and white. I find it makes the Worldtimer super legible, and it just has a certain magic to it, which is exactly the color scheme that we have looked to with the Onyx Moon. But before we get to it, I'm going to talk you through what played on my mind over the years that I've owned this watch. Number one, you might have noticed I've worn it a lot. There was one particular video you might have seen, which was the About Effing Time Christmas party in George Bamford's Iris Studios. A couple of years ago, I wore this watch to have that big Reader Choice Awards for Christmas. And when I met with Niels Eggerding, the CEO of Frederique Constant, and after a couple of champagnes one day, it was just that moment of what would we do together if we were going to do something? And I said to Niels, look, would you be open to not just one first, two firsts, but could we do something that really breaks the mold? Can we do something that moves this High Life collection forward? There's no doubt in my mind which collection I wanted our watch to be in. It just took some time to come up with enough reasons for people to consider this and to put that Time+Tide stamp on it that makes it unmistakable. So he said, what if we did our first manufacture Moonphase movement in this High Life? And I said, that's great, that's a good start. I love Moonphases in dials with no indices. And I love Moonphases in dials that are either aventurine or onyx, because you're emulating that night sky as a context for this hyper-real moon that we went for. So then the idea of an onyx dial was raised. I had some concerns that maybe an onyx dial maybe stone dials are played out. Maybe this is something that is going to come too late in that stone dial arc. The thing that pulled me back in was actually an onyx dialed day date from the 1970s. No indices, plain black dial, absolutely beautiful. Went back to Niels and said, okay, so we have one first, which is a High Life with the manufacture Moonphase. We have two firsts, which is an onyx dial, a stone dial High Life. Let me get even greedier. Can you give me a third first? Can we take the indices off to really emulate that style of Rolex, that date 8 and 36 that is just perennially attractive? And Niels said, let me get back to you. It took some time to get the brand across this idea that we were going to take the indices off. We saw them collapse with that amazing Frederique Constant time second model. In this one, they're entirely gone. So we now have three firsts. I'm getting greedier again. I said, you know what's funny? The High Life seems to me a dressy proposition, and yet the bracelet that you offer it on is quite sporty. This is definitely an integrated steel sports watch style bracelet. What if we went dressier? Could we do a Jubilee-style bracelet, a 5-link bracelet? So that was added to the mix. Now we have four firsts. So we bring to you this Onyx Moon watch, which to me is just deadly in its appeal. The very, very last thing that we applied, almost like lipstick to this beautiful, beautiful object, was the red text of Genève beneath Frederique Constant, and then of course that red 31 indication on the date wheel to really demarcate that end of the month. So with these little additions, we get close to what drew me to this watch in the first place, which is that color scheme. But we bring this all together in a watch that I feel is that elegant but very viable daily watch that finally is complemented by a range of straps. You have a rubber strap option, you have a calf leather strap option, you have a bracelet option in this 5-link. It is an absolutely value-packed Frederique Constant package that once again is going to make you feel that you've got several watches in one, and it's certainly going to stand out when you wear this watch that you are wearing an edition that has been thoroughly considered by me, by the Time+Tide team, and again, that has been very kindly accommodated by Niels and the Frederique Constant team, who have dealt with all of my persnickety requests with a smile on their face. I love this watch. I hope you do too. It is limited to 100 pieces, 50 from Time+Tide, 50 from Frederique Constant. In terms of specs and the watch in the hand, I'm going to give you a very detailed tour right now. This watch features hours, minutes, seconds, and a Moonphase with a date by hand. The movement in this watch is the FC 716 in-house calibre, which has perlage on the base plate and this very attractive fan shape Côte de Genève decoration. This movement has a 72-hour power reserve and beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour. As for the case, we have once again this beautifully pebbly, polished sides to the case, as well as a brushed top on the shoulders of the case. You'll see it there. This watch is water resistant up to 10 ATM or 100 meters. The diameter of the watch is 39 millimeters. We do have male end links, which means that it protrudes a little bit further than that 39. However, the lug to lug is really manageable. I'd be guessing at under 50 millimeters. The height of this watch is 12.79 millimeters. As for the dial, we have that inky liquid black Onyx stone dial. There is a sandblasted silver colored hour, minute, and second hand. And then there's that realistic Moonphase. We opted for not a figurative moon, but a hyper-realistic moon disc to give you little pock marks and color variations to make it look like a moon hanging in this inky black night sky. I hope this watch delivers you the meaning of premieres, because it is one thing to do things for the first time, it's another thing for them to be good things to have done. I certainly find this watch bridges a lot of the worlds of dress watches, sports watches, and versatile watches in a very attractive package that I'm proud to offer to you as a Time+Tide limited edition. So to wrap up, I'm proud to add this Onyx Moon to our collection of limited editions. It is a new proposition as a dress watch, a sports watch, a versatile watch, and with all those straps, it can live many different lives. Thanks for watching Time+Tide. As always, let me know in the comments what you think of this new configuration, and I'll see you on the next video.